I've never seen a more accurate quarterback.
He's the most accurate thrower I think has ever played the position.
I think you got to put him up high. I mean, obviously, he didn't get a chance to win a championship, but as far as statistically and what he did for the franchise, I think you got to stack him up there, right among Troy, right among Staubach.
Is Austin just off his rocker?
But people are overrating him. It's unbelievable. Yes, his stats are going to look good. He's a very good quarterback, or was, for about a decade.
This question can be finalized with one word. Rings.
Oh, he's got it wide open. He's got Rocket Ismail. He's got it.
We're missing the big football game.
Relax. My VHS home video recorder is taped.
It's over 3 hours.
Relax. Panasonic VHS tapes up to 4 hours of sports, movies, specials on one cassette.
Wow.
As we look forward to the 90s, everyone is wild about Troy Aikman from UCLA. The 27 teams can't do a thing about it. The Cowboys have already corralled him in big keys.
And we looked at the long range. We looked at the future of the Dallas Cowboys and what player was going to have the greatest impact for a long time. And we really feel like that this year, Troy Aikman, without question in our mind.
Our fans deserve the Troy Aikmans if we can get them.
In the huddle with Troy, I've seen Troy throw every ball there is on a football field.
Aikman throws it and is hit. It's complete to Dixon. A foot race. Touchdown, Dallas.
Is Aaron Rodgers better than Troy Aikman?
No. I will never put anybody ahead of Troy. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to tell everybody right now, everybody that's listening and saying, I can't believe you just said that. He was my quarterback. And it's hard for me when I get into these discussions because that's the bar that I go to. And when we're not even talking about guys that could be in that discussion, some people will say, well, how does he compare to Troy? Would he ever be able to become Troy? And I'm like, that's a tough one. I mean, you're talking about one of the best guys ever. So, no, I don't think he can.
To throw it out of the end zone. Going way down the field for Michael Irvin. Bumping and grinding at the 5. Oh, he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now lofts the ball. He's looking for Jackie Harris.
Here's Harper. Irvin caught it. It couldn't have been thrown any better.
This game meant everything to me. A tremendous amount of weight has been lifted off of my shoulders now, and at least, no matter what happens in my career from here on out, at least I can say that I took the team to the Super Bowl and we were able to win it.
You see it's right here. It's Dennis Brown coming in. You see the knee right there. Knee right on his helmet.
Because if I had a 10-year-old boy, I don't know that I'd be real inclined to encourage him to go play football.
Concussions that he did later on in his career and decided to step away would also know what it's like to say, you know what, I've got to do what's best for my health, for my family, for my future, for later on.
And Aikman has yet to move. Just play for Phoenix could turn out to be the biggest one as Jimmy Johnson runs out to check on the franchise. Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman was billed as a game-managing quarterback, so he hates that term, as we will never really know who Troy Aikman could have been without having Alvin Harper, Michael Irvin, Jay Novacek, Daryl the Moose Johnston, Emmitt Smith.
Aikman going up the middle. It's intercepted by Mike Barrow. And that's number 5, thrown by Troy.
We had a good system in Dallas. We went to the playoffs that season, and over the next 2 years won back-to-back Super Bowls. I was able to live a dream. I played professional football. You taught me about discipline, toughness, and life's most important lesson, to never quit.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
And by the way, Tony Romo is coming in now at quarterback in mid-drive with 5:16 to play. There's the answer to your question, Charlie Waters. And Romo back to throw his first NFL pass. Deep, down the left side for Sam Hurd. Fade, caught it, leaping in the air at the 5-yard line and down at the 4. Tennessee game. Here's second and goal. And a busted play, and Romo throws it out to Owens, and it's caught on the left side of the end zone.
The first 12 minutes of fourth quarters, Romo's total QBR is 80.
So Romo started the game 5 out of 6. He's 0 for his last 5, and he's getting up slowly.
Bam. He fractured his rib on that hit right there.
Looking for his helmet on the...
You know what it is in the final 3 minutes of fourth quarters? 44.
Real clutch.
There are players who are not good enough to make their Hall of Fame in their sport, but they have a special place in the history of the franchise.
Watch this. This is what I'm talking about. Romo sees right now what's happening. Get this ball out of my hand fast.
Aikman.
He said it for the Cowboys organization.
No,
right?
He's not right there in the first tier.
Defender fell down, and Austin across the 20 to the end zone. How about that for taking advantage of the penalty? We're going to go for a big hit down the middle. Oh, my goodness. Jesse Holly is tackled in. Dallas rallies from 10 back in the fourth quarter.
We're talking about a guy who's the 4th-ranked passer rating of all time.
You can give Romo high praise based on where he came from. Undrafted quarterback, because when you're undrafted, that means no one necessarily thought that you had more than 1 or 2 redeeming qualities.
We're talking about names like Brady, Breeze ahead of him. Brady, Breeze, Rodgers ahead of him. Wilson on these lists. This is Tony Romo, but you would have us believe he's only a guy that dropped a hold in a wild card playoff game against Seattle. You'd have us believe all he is 2-4.
Your take is pathetic. And I'm dead serious. I'm not joking. A borderline Hall of Famer, he doesn't even warrant consideration. The man was good in the regular season. Very good. Very good does not make you a Hall of Famer.
Pressure coming. Picked up Romo.
That is a devastating sight right now for a Dallas Cowboy fan.
First, I just came up here to talk to you guys. I wrote something, I put it together that I really just wanted to read. I think it's in the best interest of our team. But to say the first half of the season has been emotional would be a huge understatement. Getting hurt when you feel like you have the best team you've ever had was a soul-crushing moment for me. You almost feel like an outsider. Coaches are sympathetic, but they still have to coach. And you're not there. It's a dark place. Probably the darkest it's ever been. You're sad and down and out, and you ask yourself, why did this have to happen? You aren't handed anything. You earn everything, every single day, over and over again. You have to prove it. That's the way that the NFL, that's the way that football works. A great example of this is Dak Prescott and what he's done. He's earned the right to be our quarterback. As hard as that is for me to say, he's earned that right. He's guided our team to an 8-1 record, and that's hard to do. I think you all know something magical is happening to our team.
Yes, after months of speculation, Doug and Kaylee, the Cowboys finally make it official about mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock this afternoon, as they officially release Tony Romo. Jerry Jones saying, quote, we did what he asked us to do in terms of his release. He asked for his release to pursue this broadcasting opportunity with CBS Sports. And check out the scene here outside the Ford Center in the Plaza area, a tribute to number 9 on the video boards here in the Plaza. Tony Romo, as you mentioned, tweeting out a picture of himself in a CBS Sports blazer about 1:30 this afternoon. That was the first tip-off, and by mid-afternoon, he was on a CBS Sports conference call where it was announced Romo will replace Phil Simms alongside Jim Nantz on CBS #1 NFL broadcast team.